Good morning, everyone. We had a demonstration on Saturday. I think few of them have attended online. Some of them have attended offline also. Yes. Let me a little remind about yesterday's past class. So in demonstration, we spoke about an importance of the Python and automation testing and data science machine learning. Here, till the Python is get finished, everyone will be gathered at the same place. So once the Python is done, an automation testing related people would be isolated from other people, right? Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So in Python, I'll be talk about. I hope I have shared everyone course content, right? Right. So please, you take out the printout. Please attach to your notebook and try to follow. I'll be, I'll be share with you even soft copy also. Right. So I'll be talk about the features of Python and tokens of the Python, operators in Python, control statements, functions. These are all, the people who doesn't aware about programming language might be little innovative words, but they are not so difficult words. Just the name of the words which are very relevant to the programming, isn't it? Just you try to be keep it as a priority. Try to be, remember them so that definitely you would be able to catch up after a few classes. Clear? Yes. And there are some things, the people who are not aware about object-oriented programming, probably you might not aware. So please, just wait few days so that you will be get to know all this. So till here the Python is get finished. So it is completely 1 month. It will be take completely, almost 60 hours of the class it will take to finish all these topics, right? So afterwards, the people who are going to learn about an automation testing, so they are going to learn these topics: automation, Selenium testing, web locators, PyTest framework. All these are relevant to the technical terms. Probably you will get to know once things would start. These are the topics relevant to the automation testing. It is also 1 month duration time, which is also almost 120 classes required for the whole automation as well as Python. And then obviously parallelly automation will be other, and as well as data science people will be other end. Somebody will learn both also, because full stack somebody is going to join for both things are learning, because they are highly correlated each other. Data science related topics also, right? These are the topics I'll be talking about, data science related and machine learning techniques. So with which, so complete 3 months of whole content is going to be delivered, right? Yes. So today I'll be talking about some of the things like, we had many programming languages like C, C++, Java, R, PHP, Perl, Ada, COBOL. There will be plenty of programming languages you might have seen. So out of which, I would be preferred, Python programming language, because it has, a lot of features have been given in order to apply, in order to build many types of applications. Even though, in the first class, in demo class, I asked, can you develop an IoT application using Java? No. Can you develop a data science related products using Java? No. Can you develop embedded system applications through Java? No. Can you develop machine learning applications through Java? No. Can you do, what is that? Yes. So there are some applications like, recommendation systems, voice assistants, chatbots, many applications we are using in our day-to-day life. But those applications we cannot be able to develop through the Java. So I think these are the reasons are more than enough why Java is not going to be sustained in the market for a longer time, because we are living now in artificial intelligence world. So day to day, the requirements, the desires, and the people individual requirements are changing rapidly. So all the requirements we cannot fulfill with the help of a Java programming language. Therefore, most of the companies have adopted Python as a primary programming language, either Android applications, automation testing, network testing, DevOps applications, a lot of things we are implementing through only Python. So the scope of the Python is next 100 years. You need not to be worried the Python is going. The point is that Python is older than the Java language. But there was only one client, which was, Google. Now, whatever the Google products you are using, YouTube, Gmail, search engine, Google Assistants, all these are developed through what programming language? Only Python. Clear? So now Google also has started their own programming language called as a Golang. Google language. It's a new programming language, Golang, name of the language. So likewise, so most of the percent, which programming language will be sustained in the market, which programming is going to become outdated. It depends on the richness of the programming. So the main advantage of Python is it's an open source. You need not to take any license at the enterprise level or either a user level or practice level. Clear? Yes. So we have seen that there are many other terminologies you are going to learn, like Azure is a cloud, AWS is a cloud, ServiceNow is a cloud, Dropbox is the cloud, ThinkSpeak is a cloud, Alibaba is a cloud. There will be plenty of, I haven't specified here, there will be a lot of clouds we have. So where they will be fit, why they will be required, why we supposed to go to the next level, even though we have a Oracle, MySQL, MongoDB, all this we have. So there will be a significant reasons why we are moving towards clouds. Clear? Just few days we wait so that we will get to know about everything. Yes. And comes to Tableau, Power BI or the business intelligence tools, like ETL tools, like ETL reporting tools, like they are very non-coding tools. Most of the people who scared of the coding, they would be preferred this kind of tools, but they are no more now. They become a subset, small subset. You can learn within one day. I can also explain you within one day that what is Power BI and what is the Tableau also. Clear? As part of the data science, these two tools will be the data warehousing and mining. These two tools are playing very important role. The equivalently there will be a matplotlib is it's a built-in package with which we can graphically represent the visualization of graphs in order to show the trending of a particular business. Like share market is increasing or decreasing, the graphical related representation of the right that will be shown or that will be symbolically implemented through these particular tools. Clear? Yes. So I will follow this approach. Firstly, I'll be give you hands-on knowledge every day, and I'll be give similarly assignments to you, and I'll be conducting quizzes through LMS. We have our own application through online. You're supposed to attend the quizzes. Thousands of questions we have. Scattered according to the topic was. Once one topic is done, you're supposed to apply so that you will get to know how far you are understanding, up to what level you are understanding, and where you have made a mistake. Everything will get once if you apply if you attempt quizzes, right? And project, mock interviews, trips related to, interviews and all going to be emphasized to you. Just, how far you are going to be utilize it, that's up to you, right? Yes. And yes, today I'll be talking about some more things related to Python, then I'll be go with the hands-on experience too, right? So we must know what do you mean by software, what is the correlation between the program and software, so how innovation and inventions are possible, how features of Python will be upgraded level of the to overcome the drawback of Java, C Sharp, other programming languages, and what sort of applications can be made with the Python, and what are the integrated development environments you are going to use to develop the software related Python programming, right? Yes. So come to topic. So we're supposed to in a position to define what exactly a software. So you are not learning this course to write an exam, right? This course you are learning to implement something. You are going to work on real-time products. See, if you are an electrical engineer, anybody is from Triple E department? Triple E. Electronics? You see, okay.
Yes, sir.
Yes, yes, yes. See, the real world, you know what? If you are an electrical engineer, if I ask a question, if you touch transformer, will it give shock or not? 4 years, you people will study BTech triple. The answer you will be give expected answer is it will give shock. But no, it is completely highly isolated material that it doesn't give any shock. That's called as a practical scenario. That's called as a practical knowledge you should have. So now you are learning this code not for talk with other people, not to engage that I know Python. If I give some task, you should be in a position to implement it. For that reason, you are learning this course. So please, whatever I'm going to tell you, it's very important. It significantly play a role when you become a software engineer. You should be in a position to define it properly with meaningfully and as well as scientifically. I don't expect your casual definitions for that. Am I clear? Yes, yes. Right. So now if you look at what is a software? So yes. So basically a software will be represented in software terminologies that SW indicates software is defined as collection of programs called software. Again, you will get a doubt like, nowadays, if we, even though layman means what? Illiterate person. They're also using our mobile phone. Yes or no? They're operating, they're dialing the call, they can pick up the call. Yes or no? How it is possible? Because even layman also can say that a software word. If layman will ask you, what do you mean by software? Will you be able to tell the answer for that? If you say in English, they won't understand. If you say a software means collection of programs, again they will ask what is a program. He will say program is a collection of instructions written for does a specific task. Again they'll ask what is instruction. It will be keep on, there will be a chain to define a justification. Till then they won't stop asking you questions. Even our kids also will ask one question. They'll ask, if we give exact justification, they will not again ask some more question. If we give ambiguous answer, again they'll ask, what is that? What is this? I'm not understanding that. Just like that, they'll say. So please, it's the right time. If you have any questions when I'm talking something, sometimes, you might have an ambiguity. Clear? So please, you don't be hesitate to talk to me. You can ask me any small doubt also. Because I feel that you are a kid in terms of programming. About maturity levels, probably more than my maturity levels, your IQ levels are very powerful. If I read something one hour, you can read within 10 minutes and you can understand, you can elaborate and you can much more better understanding you have because of God has given good IQ levels. I don't think so you have a less IQ levels. Just you are not utilizing your IQ levels properly. That's my observation. So a software has to be defined as a collection of programs. So, okay, anyhow, what is program? I'll define to you. What do you mean by classification of softwares? Classification of softwares means what? You are using in mobile many softwares, right? WhatsApp, you are using Instagram, you are using VLC Media, you are using Spotify, you are using many applications you are using. Will you be able to define that this is a software project and this is a software product? Software classified as two types broadly. System software and business applications. Business applications. What do you mean by system software? See, when you buy a new computer,
Android.
first software is, yeah, the operating system need to be installed. It can be a Windows operating system, it can be a Ubuntu, it can be a Linux, it can be a Mac, it can be a Raspberry Pi, it can be other operating system. Any one operating system has to be installed on top of the laptop or PC, then only you will be able to interact with the computer. Am I clear? System softwares are nothing but a software that can be embedded over the hardware is called system software. Example? Yes. Windows operating system, Mac or Linux. These are the topmost very popular operating system. Apart from this, there will be other operating systems too. So this operating system must be installed on top of the hardware, then only on top of the Windows operating system, some more software will be installed. They are all called as business software applications. They are also called as utility applications. Utility softwares. Means these softwares installed on top of the system softwares. Am I clear? So relationally, semantically, the relation is very important because it's a need for you. You know, obviously, WhatsApp can be installed, a browser can be installed. Yes or no? Instagram can be installed. Yes or no? Like, you know, we can install the media players, a lot of things we can install. Printer drivers can be installed, scanners can be installed, or maybe, you know, other softwares can be installed. All such a softwares which are installed on top of the operating system will be called in a business applications, also known as the utility applications, within the business applications, there will be two categories of the softwares we are going to be classified. One is software products. Second one is software projects. Can you show me the difference? Can you tell me the difference between what are the softwares you are using in your mobile products? What are the softwares you are using? Software products. Most of the people will be interchangeably, you guys are using. Interchangeable means what? Somehow you will be software project, software product, like that you will be see. Without awareness, you will be talk like that. But there is a strong, there will be a distinguished meaning. See, even though the software company is classified into two categories, product-based companies, project-based companies. Project-based companies also known as a service-based companies. Clear? Now you tell me software products. Software products are the softwares they made for everybody's requirements to be reached. Am I right?
Google.
Yes, Google is a product. Instagram is a product. You are IAS officer or maybe you are a CM or a PM, nothing, there is no matter that everybody's requirements to utilize such a products called as a software products, we can say. Facebook, WhatsApp, isn't it? Windows Media Player, or maybe MS Office, etc. If you look at any software here, you may be 10th class, you may be layman, you may be whatever the designation. These softwares are now became part of our life. Everybody will use whatever the irrespective of your designations. They are readily available to be utilized. Hardly software products can be allows to do small minor changes. There is a flat have been made. Just will be entered. We cannot make changes. This wall I don't want here. This kitchen should be there somewhere. We cannot make any changes. Hardly if you install the WhatsApp, hardly you can back color can be changed. Small colors can be changed. Major settings cannot be made by your end. So they are all products. They are readily available, made for you. Just install them and utilize them for your purpose. That's all. Clear? Now comes to software projects. Software projects. A software made for specific client requirement. Client requirement is called software projects. Let's suppose, example, you have made something called as a what is that? Hospital management. Hospital management is a software. And CRM applications. CRM full form is what? Customer relationship management. Yes. Like most of the e-commerce applications will have a CRM applications. They will be send a messages to you based on your usage, based on your buying pattern. They will be sent you the bonus. They'll be sent you the promotion codes. Yes or no? So they will be observe your behavior, a pattern of purchasing the products or the online. Accordingly, there will be appropriate messages to you given to you. Yes or no? So accordingly, you can buy the products again and again. They will be targeted to the specific people. Am I clear? If you have made a CRM application for the e-commerce application called as a Flipkart, can you use the same application for the university management system? Can you use? No. That Alibaba e-commerce, like Flipkart or maybe Meesho or something, they made to be utilize their data for their business. The same applications cannot be used for other purpose. Am I clear? Application made for a specific client requirement cannot be used for other purpose. Such all applications will be considered as what? Software projects. Software project. See, most of the people will like to join in software product based company. Why? For 10 years also will work on same product. Routinely will be work. That's the reason even salaries also they'll give more because your work is very routine and years together you will be work on the same product. You will be get a lot of inbuilt knowledge and lot of practicality will be there and you will be comfortably you will be work on it. For every 6 months, if too many projects will be get changed, people would hesitate to learn the new technologies. Therefore, people would hesitate to join in a service-based company rather than the product-based companies. Am I clear? Because requirements will changes. Now you will be work on banking application. After 6 months, you will be work on telecom application. After 6 months, you'll work on agriculture application. After 6 months, you will be working on DRDO, ISRO. Like that, your requirements and your understanding level has to be changes project by project. In this particular pattern, see suddenly if there is a housewife, she know very well that she will cook very nicely and she will keep the house very neatly, beautifully. She will be organized, interiors, exteriors, everything she will be doing. If you make a call and say that in my mobile there is a app, in that there is a secret key encryption is happen. I'll raise the OTP. There is open your app and you try to tell me what is an encrypted password. If I ask na, no, I don't know anything all this. Please you come and do your work at home like that. They'll say, yes or no? See, because if I make small change in works, suddenly your mind doesn't accept it. If I explain you once very neatly, you will be much more understand about it. But initially you don't accept it to learn the new things. Clear? So it's a common tendency of the human being. Please, this world is highly dynamic. Day to day we are seeing the appliances using in our home. becoming very smarter. Clear? We never expected. When I was BTech 2000, I haven't seen a phone. Probably crores somebody might have a Motorola phone. That time Motorola was a phone actually very popular. Within this 23 years of duration, phones have been outdated also now. Now we are reaching to the level to the nanotechnology. Am I right? So within the watch itself will be acting as a phone. The phone size was this much, isn't it? Motorola phone was this much. Landline phone was there. Walkie-talkie was there. Now all those devices are becoming legacy. Because, people are becoming very smart. Now we have a spy camera in a button, in a pen. This is the world now. We cannot imagine, but every device has a program. Yes or no? So please make sure, if you think you will understand, if you take it as a challenge, you will understand. Why should I have to understand? If you start thinking in negative manner, you don't understand anymore. Even you cannot operate remote also. See, you will be there at home, right? At home, at my village, my mother and father used to be there. My mother used to understand what are these buttons. You press this because she is illiterate. You press this, next this button, next this button. So the channels will be play over here because they are illiterate. My father, 100 years ago, he is now still alive. He can't prepare rice. What is big thing in preparing rice? Take out the 1 glass of rice, 2 glass of water. You keep on the gas so that it will get prepared. Everybody is now cooking only Sona Masuri. Yes or no? We need not to bother about it. If it is a store rice, definitely it will become little abnormal. Yes or no? He don't want to learn anymore. 100 years of age. Just imagine. If he try to learn that, it's a hardly 5 minutes time to understand it. Yes or no? This is the life. So till now, if you don't know anything, doesn't matter. Now, whatever you are learning, take it highly prioritized. You will be understand. That's what I'm telling you. Whenever I'm explaining something, if you don't understand, you ask. But don't be pretend that you are understanding everything. అంటే మీకు అర్థం కాకపోయినా నాకు అర్థమైనట్టు యాక్టింగ్ చేయడం దానికి మీకే ప్రాబ్లం అది నాకు కాదు. Please don't do like that. Please, yes. So I hope you understand how to define a software, how to classify the softwares, classification system softwares and business softwares. Within the business softwares, software projects and software products. I hope you have clearly understand that. Am I clear? Yes. Let's go to this another thing. Most of the percent will be heard that there is a front-end technologies, back-end technologies, and controller. These words are very quite commonly you will be listen in software industry. Clear? So try to understand what they are. What do you mean by front-end? What do you mean by back-end? What do you mean by controller? Let's try. Let's know. Now, let me first talk about a front-end, then back-end. Now, you are using in your mobile Instagram, right? You are using Instagram. You are using Instagram. The Instagram as soon as successfully installed, whenever trying to log in, it will be as a user ID, mail ID, or username will be entered. Password will be entered. Yes or no? And sign in. Sign in button will be there. You will be entered. Click on to the sign in button. The request will go to, there is a word called as a server. We never seen how server is look like. It's also look like a computer, isn't it? So if you go to hotel, if you say order, please bring chicken biryani or mutton biryani, the server will take your request. The same request will be posed to the chef. Chef will prepare the dish. Again, the server will receive. Again, server will supply to you. There is a request. Responses will be takes place in between server and customer and chef. There will be three important people will be involved. Yes or no? So now front end is nothing but the front place where you will be see the interface to give your data as an input. Front end is nothing but user interface. User interface means the place where the system will allows you to post some data, click on some action, the request will go to the server. What the server will do? Server will be validate what request you are making. Are you an authenticated person? Are you an authorized person? The request you are making, is it genuine or is it a hacker request? All these validations and will be performed by the server. Server is, it's a middle ware technology. It will be a middleware technology. It will be there in the middle. It will take a request, validate. Yes. Now to validate you are an authenticated user or not, server doesn't have a value. Again, there will be another computer will be there that you are not aware, you cannot see. Therefore, it is called, you know what? Backend. Backend is nothing but what? There is a word called as a backend. Backend, a normal user cannot see. See, you are uploading your certificates, your confidential data to the Google Drive. We can see your images. Can you see that where that server is located? In USA, in France, in Russia, where it is? It will be there in sea. సముద్రంలో ఉంటుంది. చూపిస్తాను ఎలా ఉంటుందో సర్వర్స్ ఎలా ఉంటాయి అనేది. ఆ హీట్ కి తట్టుకోలేక అవి దే విల్ బి stored the data in a sea by maintaining some infrastructure. I'll show you. Just give me 2 minutes. It is backend. It is backend system. Backend will be never, because you know, whenever for the first time Instagram you will be registered, your user ID, password, your phone number, mail ID, alternate phone number, alternate mail ID, everything will be not get stored in the server. Eventually it will be stored in the backend in the form of a table or in the form of a key value pairs about all your credentials, because there will be n number of people are there, right? So it will be stored your user ID password. Now second time you are requesting to log in into Instagram, the user ID pass from the user from the front end, and whatever the user ID password was stored at the time of registration, it will be take from this particular database. It will be take the request from this, the software, the server. You have written the programs using Python, using Java, using JavaScript, using C#, using R. All those programming are used to be write the logic in this particular machine. To design the front end, we required HTML knowledge. To design the back end, we required the SQL knowledge. What are the technologies you are going to be used as a back end? MySQL as a software, Oracle as a software, AWS as a software, SQL Server as a software, DB2 as a software, ServiceNow as a software, Azure as a software. These many technologies will be used as backends. They physically stores the data. Clear? Yes. From the front end data will go, server will be validates the program, validates your request and everything, reach to the backend, it will bring the related data, validate it, and then authenticate it. And once you log in successfully, once if it validated, your profile will be visible. Am I clear? There will be a lot of requests and responses will be happen between 3 devices. Clear? So therefore, many things we won't be able to see tangibly. Tangible and intangible, there is a word, right? What do you mean by tangible? Touchable. Intangible means we cannot touch. We are using the Google Pay. We are using the Phone Pay. Whatever the Phone Pay is appear in your mobile, you will be give your patron pin. You will be successfully logged in. To whom you want to send the money, you will be search a phone number which is associated to the account. You will be give the money. Whenever you send, it will ask the pin. It will validate whether the pin was there for your registration time, and now whatever the pin you are entering is correct or not. Money will be successfully delivered to the destination account. How the request will go, how the destination account will be searched, is that account is valid or not, whether it is blocked or not, how all these things will happen. It's all processes invisible to you. It's all processes isolated from you. You cannot understand that, but this is the pattern would happen. Clear? One request will be interpreted by many computers. Let's suppose you want to pay electrical bill. Now Phone Pay also giving a privilege, even Google Pay also giving a privilege to pay the credit card bills, electrical bills, yes or no? User interface is Phone Pay. You are trying to pay the electricity bill of the Telangana, electricity bill of the Andhra Pradesh, electricity bill of the Mumbai. Every state has their own distributors to provide the electricity. Within the Telangana, there will be multiple agencies who providing the electricity for us. We are buying them. Am I right? The moment whenever you are trying to pay the money, Phone Pay is a software application which will be connected to the another server called as a electricity board. Okay, and he will be the HDFC credit card as a payment gateway. She is going to use SBI. He is going to use Axis Bank. You know, one request will be visit to n number of servers, computers, payment gateways. Finally, the transaction will get finished. This entire the process is completely isolated from the user's perspective. From the end user's perspective, you never understand that what exactly happening over there. Ultimately, you will be get expected service from the computer or maybe mobile. But whatever the process is happening without your awareness, if you are able to imagine, definitely will become an expert. You have to imagine. Then only see in this process, somebody who designed the user interface, they are the UI designers, they are the UX designers. Yes or no? Who write the program over here? There will be developers. Who will be test on application? Will be testing engineers. Who will design the overall things? They will be called as architects. Who is going to be installed over the server applications called as a network admins? DevOps engineers. Yes or no? There will be multiple designations are assigned at a software company because of your roles and responsibility will be fit at any one place in entire this architecture. This architecture is called, you know what? This 1, 2, 3 computers will be involved in this. This is called, you know what? 3-tier architecture. This is called 3-tier architecture. 3-tier architecture. It is also known as, the people who are working already for the companies, they known one very important buzzword is that MVC model. MVC model. This is very popular architecture model with which software companies will be make the infrastructure as a MVC architecture, MVT architecture, where M is nothing but backend, V is nothing but graphical user interface, C is nothing but a controller. This controls taking a request from the client, reach to the database, it will be bring the related data, and it will be validate and give back the response to the client. Therefore, it is called as a controller. Controller is nothing but will take a request, will respond it accordingly. If the request is invalid request, then and there it will say that you are not an authorized user. If there is no controller, if somebody unauthorized people able to access this database, it will be a miserable, it's a very bad situation. Only authenticated people can see. You will make your Instagram as a private account. How can I access I'm an authorized user that I wanted to see her profile. So that I don't want to reveal her confidential images, all this. Only the people who are friends to her, whoever is approve the request from the friends, those people can able to see her profile pics and everything. Rest of the people are completely unauthorized and unprivileged people to access them. That the privilege, that security you are expecting or not? Obviously, you are expecting. Who is going to provide and facilitate all these validations? The controller, who is a server, is going to be. Let's suppose there is a concept called as a firewall. Firewall concept, it's a barrier, it's a wall. Many people will trying to create a dummy or hacker related, pirated related links and trying to send to you that you are going to get a prize money if you click onto this link. At least your mobile will have a firewall. What links are reliable links? What links are unreliable links? All right. So let's suppose in Google Chrome, if you are trying to open certain phone related videos, certain things, if you are trying to open, immediately it will say this relevant content is not visible. It's completely banned. There is a browser called as a UC browser. You might have seen, right? It's a China browser actually. China people have developed that particular. Anything can be opened happily. Immediately your phone is going to be infected with a virus. Shortly your mobile phone is going to be no more work, that such kind of messages will be visible to you. Clear? See, many things you will be observed in your day-to-day life while you are using mobile, while you are using phone, while you are using laptops. You never notice that how these things will be happen. Now it's the right time to understand the architecture of the real-time things. Because you cannot see, but you can imagine. All right? There will be interrelated, mutually dependent, miscellaneous computers are going to be communicate each other. Some of the computers are authenticated, some of the computers are hackers used to maintain them. Your request will be undergone through the hacker system also. But hacker is trying to understand your patterns of your data. In order to not to understand to the hacker, there will be encryption related algorithms, there will be a decryption related algorithms, there will be a information security related algorithms we have. Without your awareness, computers will have a firewall programs already built in, made available when you install the network drivers. So now you are from different background. Whatever the things I'm explaining to you, they are all relevant minimum information or knowledge you should have. See, many people used to tell router. If I ask router, what router will do? You know how routers look like? In every home, it is equipped with you because you have a Wi-Fi dedicated. What really Wi-Fi will do? As a router will do? Tell me. Okay. What signals? Okay, Wi-Fi signals it distribute. Sudha will have a account. Madam will have account. You have an account. 4 or 5 people will be. Now we have a 200 Mbps Wi-Fi here. We can at max 20-30 people can be able to access at a time. Okay. Now among these 20-30 people, you want to send the data from here to USA. Another person you wanted to send the data to the UK. Another person wanted to the London. Likewise to the Dubai. Many people are sources here. Data need to be go to the destinations to other places. In that particular point of time, what is the job does by a router? Can you tell me? it locates the address. Okay. Some other things. Okay. See, what is router? You have forgot why that device name has given as a router. It finds out the routes. What routes? Okay, at where the destination is located, it find out the routes. Let's suppose I want to reach to the Patancheru. Through JNT road we can go. If we take left side High Tech City, there will be another road is there to the Patancheru Lingampalli, and there is a Bachapalli road. There is another way to reach to Patancheru. Now your router will choose which route, which is shortest path. In order to find out the shortest path, there is an algorithm. What is that? Computer science people are aware that distance vector routing, link state routing, flooding algorithms. There are specific computer algorithms which will be able to choose many paths, among whichever the distance is very near, through which the data packets is going to be sent very quickly. So whatever I'm saying are completely unaware to you, but you are understanding now. Conceptually, everything will be understood. If I ask how algorithm mathematically have written, can you tell me? You don't. Even the Ola, Uber, our IP addresses, our dialing communication, many things, searching patterns will be follows only this searching algorithms like routing algorithms. Really, unless and until if now don't ask you what exactly router does, you don't understand. Just router is router. I'll ask gateway. I'll ask TCP protocol. I'll ask HTTP protocol. Definitely you don't understand anymore. These are all relevant to the software, without which the communication does not take place. But how they are relevant, it's your responsibility to understand it. You cannot isolate it, because we are using them in our day-to-day life. If you make one request to her, the HTTP protocol comes into picture. What does it mean? What is HTTP protocol? What is NNTP protocol? What is SMTP protocol? What is a FTP protocol? All these words how they will be useful while developing an application. Now you have to understand, because you are not learning these codes to use for day-to-day life, right? It is to be developing an application for the welfare of other people. Am I right? You have to understand neatly. That's right. So with this picture, pictorially I have demonstrated that what is the front end, what is the back end, and what is the server. These three are invisible to you. Only your visible is user interface. Whatever you software installed in your mobile or laptop, whatever is visible in front of you will be front end. Back end, what is happening, what server is doing, how the request is going, how the response is coming, completely it is highly isolated. It has to be. It has to be isolated. Otherwise, other people will get to know. So then let's suppose there is a app called as a mobile cloning. Have you heard? If I install mobile cloning into your mobile, if you are my kid, you are going somewhere, you are saying all the lies to me that, something is happening nowadays. Most of the boys and girls will do the same thing nowadays. See, if I keep one transmitter into your mobile cloning, I can say, whatever you are opening, whatever you are searching, whatever you are doing, everything will be very clearly visible in front of me. Where you are going, longitude, latitude, GPRS, everything will be tracked. If I see one day your behavior, I can predict that what behavior you have. Clear? So the app is giving all the services expected as you are. But how programs are written for doing that all? You should be in a position to understand. Am I right? Even schools, buses also equipped with the GPRS, even high-end cars also having a GPRS tracking, everything we have. What is transmitter? What is the receiver? How the signals will be passes through? How it will be maintained? What is the backbone in it? What is the satellite? Recently, there is a satellite have launched, right? What is that? Huh? Chandrayaan, right? What is that? What it does? అందరికి తెలుసు సార్, everybody knows that ISRO people have launched that Chandrayaan as a satellite. What it does? Okay. Okay. That's all, only one task it does. There are thousands of tasks he will do. Because that's what I'm telling you. See, whenever you look at certain things, don't be overconfident by knowing the name. See, anybody is using Alexa here? You are using Alexa, right? Any other people, Sudha, are you using? No, right? అందరికీ తెలుసు అలెక్సా అంటే ఏందని, కానీ కొంతమంది యూజ్ చేస్తున్నారు. దాని డ్రాబ్యాక్స్ ఏంటో తెలుసు, and what it does exactly we know. Everybody is overconfident. Alexa, yes, I know Alexa. What it does? How do you install into it? How do you will be connect with the devices? I never do that. Therefore, you are likely to become a software engineer. You are going to become a role model to your child. You will be answerable to someone else in your future who is going to ask you. See, now 5th class friends also asking, I want Alexa, I want a tab, I want a PC, I want a gaming application, I want a graphical card for the laptop. Your laptop is not useful for playing games. Student, just like children are asking. You are not aware what is a graphical card. You all guys are taking laptop. If there is a graphical card, if you take minimum 5 to 10,000 is more than the laptop price. Because multimedia games cannot be played in a normal laptops. What is AMD? What is there will be different names you are going to be heard about it. Please, curiosity is mandatory. You are a housewife, like suppose most of the people morning old people will get up and they'll see 1 hour 2 hours newspaper. Are they going to play political parties or what? Why they are reading those newspapers every day? What is happening around us? In detail they'll talk. If you talk about KCR, they will be give you very clearly that what kind of a person KCR is, what politics is doing, how smartly is running the show. He can say, but he cannot say. Somebody will say KCR is great. Somebody will say no, KCR is very harmful person, like somebody said. Other people will say he is okay, 90% okay, 10% obviously political people will do politics and all, somebody say. But the people who read newspapers every day, they will have a very clarity between what is an administration does by NTR, what is an administration does by YSR, what is administration does by KCR, whose administration is for the welfare of the society, what changes have taken place in the city, in the state, with which the end user is going to be benefited, what are the decision making they are taking for the welfare of the people. Very clearly they will be explained to you. That's the reason journalist people will give you very good clarity about it. Journalist people will read the things very nicely. They will be compare all the administrations. So I'm also telling you, we are not going to read the newspaper every day because we are not having habituate to be learn them, isn't it? At least you are learning this subject, right? Keep little focus to know the surroundings and edges and whatever the things are going to appear in this whole process. Yes or no? You are not going to learn the group or maybe civil services exam, right? You don't have a habit of learning general knowledge, all this. At least why don't you learn this course properly? Your mind should have all the software related terminologies. But people will be very nicely say that what is the Rajamouli next movie is going to come? What is the Shankar next movie is going to come? Who is the director? What is the remuneration of the heroine? What is the remuneration of the hero? Who is the music director? Everything you guys are aware. If I ask questions about this subject, hardly 5 to 10% of answers I can expect. Rest of the people will be keep silent. So please, these are all happens because your priority will be still not focused. Which is important, what is unimportant, what is very urgent, you are not in a position to decide. But it's the right time. What is important, what is urgent, you have to have a proper coordination. Clear? Then the seriousness, the commitment, everything is going to be changes accordingly. Right. Okay. Right. Now, there are words called as the innovation, invention, programming. Invention and innovation is possible if you know the programming. The best example, we do have cars with a manual driver. Now we do have a metro without driver. There is a Tesla car without driver. There is a bicycle without driver. Driverless bicycle. So you can sit on the bicycle, you can see the laptop, the bicycle will go just like a driverless car. Google people, HCL people have made, they are about to launch in the market. So just within 5 years soon, we'll be see most of people who are there in the cars and all, definitely they are going to ban. The rules are, they're implementing now. The car should have minimum 4 members, otherwise you should not come onto the road. It's occupying a lot of space and traffic is getting more and more, pollution is getting more and more, There are certain rules are coming into the market and if you travel for a month more than 300 kilometers, the toll gate, the way how the what is that fast tag is removed, that getting more money you have to pay, right? Similar way in the city also, if you travel, your money will be getting deduct from your account. The day would start, then you will not be travel by the car. See, from here to high-tech, how many kilometers? 3 kilometers. Why you required a car? You see, if you look at Hong Kong, if you look at USA, many countries, company founders and CEOs will go by bicycle only. See, your cards, all this does not make any sense to other people to show that you are a rich man. Bill Gates is richest man 20, 30 years to the world, He's very simply donate the money for the welfare of people. Can't
Correct.
buy the whole country, he can buy, but he don't want all this, But Indian people will always show off that I'm great, I'm rich, my power is this, To whom you are going to show? Anil Ambani, can't he show the show off to the people? He never show, but they're simple people. They'll come just for the Ram Charan daughter's 21st day also, Anil Ambani have came, right? Anil Ambani, he came to Chiranjeevi's house. Mukesh Ambani, right? Yes, correct. They're very down to earth. That's what, everybody will go to the next level. Sometimes you have to be live like a common man so that your greatness will become to the people. Otherwise, if you always maintain just like a richness, definitely people cannot reach you, cannot see your face. Correct? Yes. What do you mean by innovation? Innovation is a transformation from a existing functionality to the next level functionality. Let's suppose this is the remote. We can operate this TV with this remote. Can you operate the AC with this remote? Can you operate a set-top box with this remote? No. But innovation means what, There is a Redmi phone. You know that? Redmi phone has only the IR sensor, infrared sensor, with which we can install into the mobile as a universal remote. We can operate AC, we can operate TV, we can operate LCD projector, all this can be operated. So now you are making a static functionality to the dynamic functionality where we can find in one particular device. This is called, what? Innovation. If we know only the programming, innovation can be possible. If you don't know the programming, surely innovation might not possible. Humanoid robo have made with a program. Now, mostly in future, there is a high powerful technology called as a UV technology, unmanned vehicle technology. Wherever the human will be involved, I just simply replace. So that do you have a housemaid at your home? But probably you might have. Everybody home now 3 to 4,000 they are demanding to clean just vessels and sweeping the. At my home, I'll give 12,000 housemaid. She will be look after my children and carefully she will be clean all this and like that. In future, it may go more. Instead of that, if I pay 5 lakhs, lifetime humanoid robot will come. I can buy it. It will clean, it will sweep, it will do everything. Which one is better? Humanoid robot is better. There is a hotel near in KPHP, Robo Hotel. You know, you cannot find more people servers. There is a track actually. Simply there will be table by table. There is a tab. You will be give the order to the tab, and the request will go to the chef. He will be prepared. He will be keep the dish on that the respective table that those dish will come and stop. Will take out again. He will be complete. Will take out. Go away. One server is more than enough in entire the hotel. Yes or no? You have to give salary, DA, TA, and sometimes they won't work, and they'll be demand also something. So we are at a threat because of artificial intelligence world, because of this technology. But human cannot be replaced. Can you replace me? I'm talking many things while I'm talking about small topic. Humanoid robot cannot get trained who can talk emotionally by seeing your faces. Based on your emotions and based on your face values, I can talk whether you are understanding or not. Yes or no? So humanoid robot just simply unidirectional. It will be throw the things you have to catch. It will not wait for you whether you are understanding or not. There will be a lot of difference, right? Yes. So invention, obviously, I'll tell you. Do you know Anandaya? Who is that? During Corona, he made one vaccination. Are such a great man, Baba. Whole world is at one side, that guy is at one side. How do you forget? That's what in India, people don't remember people. That's what we shouldn't be try to impress others. Probably if I help you, you will be clap. Go away. Now such a great man name you are not able to recollect. Can you remember my name 5 years? Definitely you don't remember. Yes or no? Clear? No? No, if you remember surely that I feel, it's really you are an ethical man that correct. Correct. Yes, that's what see, somebody cannot give money, but they'll give a lot of help to the people. That see, if you come to my home, in front of my first room, there will be a big S.V. Balasubramaniam photo will be I kept. I like him. Whenever I feel sad, my mood is not good. Firstly, I'll go to home and I'll listen his songs because he's a man. Lifetime he has given best to the people. He has done a lot of research. He has done a lot of operations for the vocal cord. The person who have a multi-talented voice and such a man, we cannot expect to be have next 100 years also. Such a singer. He hasn't given me single rupee. My parents' photo might be there in that my home, but somewhere I keep. But in front of my face, I'll keep his photo because he has given a lot of happiness to the people, a lot of things to the people. Somebody is like that, right? So you also trying to give best not only your children to the society. So most of the time, if your children you are not going to be take care by you, obviously orphanage homes are giving you food. Yes or no? They are unknown people till the problems will be there in your life. Once the problem would be there for you, if you visit any orphanage homes, crores of people would be there in the orphanage who have 100 crores, 2000 crores, such a people also there in orphanage homes. If you ask the questions why you are here, they'll give you the best examples to you why I'm here. So not only you give your contributions money for the welfare of you and your kid, give something better things to the other people who are unknown, God will give you in return in another form. We have to notice this. I given something else to the people, it has come back in another way to me. That time we have to realize that there is an existence of the God. If you don't believe, surely you are a monk, or maybe you will be something else. Right? Yes. Program. Program is nothing but what? It's a generalized word. So people used to tell this particular word in a generalized manner. Please don't give the justification in a generalized manner. Try to give the justification in a scientific manner, because people are habituated with the scientific things. So program is the set of instructions which does a specific task to resolve a problem. Program is, the camera has a program. Our problem is what? Human cannot see 24/7 whether person is coming or not. Yes or no? Camera 24/7 without distractions. It will be capture the videos and images. Human is reliable or camera is reliable now? Obviously, camera is highly reliable than the human being. Even if you keep a watchman, if you see this side, other people will go there. We used to see, right, somewhere else. So surveillance cameras are equipped with a program with a certain instructions that does a specific task that will be more powerful than the human natures or human powers. That's called as a program. But generally, if I ask, what do you program? Marriage program? Birthday program? Just like people used to use the word very casually. You don't say that. If interviewer would ask you that what do you mean by program, you're supposed to be give this definition. I don't expect other stories. If I ask what is an array, people used to write in one form, array general definition is it's not a programming word, it's a mathematical word. Array is a collection of elements organized in a sequential fashion. It is called as an array. But the in exam students used to be right, what? Array is a dictionary word. It is an English word which is used to call my parents when they stand away from me. Array ani pilustam kada. Such a embarrassing statements people used to write in exams. అంటే ఈ వర్డ్ ని నువ్వు ఈక్వలెంట్ సెంటెన్స్ ఫామ్ చేస్తున్నావు. అంటే ఇంగ్లీష్ నీట్ గా రాస్తావు. అంటే ఆ ఇంగ్లీష్ హ్యాండ్ రైటింగ్ చూస్తే ప్రాబబ్లీ ఇది రైట్ ఏమో అనిపిస్తుంది మనకి, రైట్? సో ప్లీజ్ డోంట్ డూ లైక్ దాట్. సో scientifically we have to know certain things. Even doctors also used to tell many scientific words. If you ask, they won't tell. It's scientific word. I cannot give justification. But most of the scientific words are named relevant to the corona. It's a virus name. Omicron is a virus name. How do you keep a Omicron, corona, dengue, typhoid, malaria, all these, there will be a reason. That reason is supposed to be explained for that. So till the demonetization happened, have you heard there is a word called as a demonetization? Demonetization అయ్యే ముందు మీకు ఆ వర్డ్ తెలుసా? కొంతమంది ఇంగ్లీష్ బాగా చిన్నప్పటి నుంచి చదివిన వాళ్ళకి తెలిసేమో. Moratorium. Do you heard about that word? During corona, if you don't want to pay the EMI for 6 months, you can apply for the moratorium so that the facility will be there. You need not to pay EMIs, so that bank people will not visit your house. Certain words have came into your life Depends on the situations. Clear? Such a word you cannot replace with another sentence. These words also like that. They're all scientific words. We have to give the best justification scientifically. We cannot give just like that. Casually don't give the sentences. That will be give the wrong perception about you. You know very well about it, but you are not able to express. Clear? But you all guys, English medium right from the beginning, you know very well English, but you are lazy to remember. Am I clear? Let's see, this is a second class, right? I'll see after 1 week, after 10 days, I'll ask the same questions. How many people will give me the same definitions? So let me check once, That time I'll see that, whether you are giving priority to this or priority to other. Priority is important. See, your ATM PIN number you will remember forever. If you forget ATM PIN number, you know that there will be consequences are very high. You have to visit the bank, we have to wait some more days. Now, because of Google Pay, all this you are transferring. No, earlier, if you forgot your password, you cannot do anything. You will throw your ATM card somewhere, you have to wait. You have to visit the bank. After 1 month, your ATM card will come. After 1 month, your PIN number will come from the Chennai. All the banks head branch is Chennai. Clear? That is the reason you will be remember, or else you will write somewhere else the ATM PIN number. Now, if I ask somebody's number, your brother's wife phone number, can you tell me? At least your brother number, can you tell me? Everybody, whoever is. We are, depending on the phone memory. That phone is having that number. Why should I have to remember? Now you are in interview. Will you see your mobile and will you see? Will you tell that there is something else? No. If you take 2-3 seconds gap, once the interviewer would ask question, they will see that you are maybe depending on the chat GPT. You know chat GPT now? Yes or no? So it has every answer about every question, but it doesn't have all the answers for every questions. But interviewer will think that I'm asking this program, this fellow might be searching the program from the chat GPT. Yes or no? Because we're taking little time, right? If you are knowledgeable, within 1 second, it will start giving an answer to you. Yes or no? If you take 2, 3, 4, 5 seconds, okay, I'm done. Any questions you have, they'll ask. No, I'll show you. Now interview is also becoming, very smart. They know that you have a shortcuts. So please prove yourself that you are genuine. So that definitely will be survive in the industry. There is a huge requirement, but you are not up to the mark. The moment when you prove that you are not up to the mark, surely you will be sustained in the market. Nobody can replace your position, right? So program is a collection of instructions which does specific tasks. WhatsApp has made for certain purpose. Camera has made for certain purpose. Instagram have made for certain purpose. Twitter have made for certain purpose. Every software have made for a performing a specific purpose that based on certain instructions. Those instructions have been written with a specific programming language called C, C++, Java, Python, C#, COBOL, Learn, PHP, all these programming languages. Instructions can be made with a specific programming languages. Every programming language has its own merits and demerits. Programming can be written using programming language. Now, obviously, we're going to learn what exactly those programming languages. Right? Yes. Well, let us go ahead. Now, I need to write a small program. What is that? What is this programming? What program will do? Can we develop a software using program? Let's suppose we have a calcium. What is this? It is a software. It is a built-in software. The moment whenever you install the operating system, it will come automatically. If I say 2 plus 3, it gives you 5. If you say 5 n factorial, 120 will be the given answer. You might get an idea that by clicking on certain buttons, I'm getting an answer. What is the basic logic programmatically behind these buttons? Plus మీద క్లిక్ చేస్తే ఏమొచ్చింది నాకు ఆన్సర్ వచ్చింది. ఈ బటన్ వెనకాల ఉన్న కోడ్ ఏంటి? అసలు ఈ బటన్స్ ని ఎలా క్రియేట్ చేస్తారు? అసలు ఈ స్క్రీన్ అంటే ఈ స్క్రీన్ ఉంది కదా, లైక్ దిస్ ఇస్ అ విండో, రైట్? ఎ స్మాల్ విండో. How this window will be created? How this text boxes will be created? What is the logic you are going to write? What is the coding you are going to write? Now, with only 10 lines of code, I'll make a calculator to you. Just within 2 minutes, 3 minutes, I'll be create. Hold on, please. Then you will get to know what is a program, what is an instruction, how it will be allow us to be create a program. You will get to know. There is a one particular tool, IDLE. It is an integrated development environment tool to write a programs for the Python. It will be installed. I'll ask you to install. Just hold on a few minutes. This is a window, which is Python command line window. Command line window is nothing but just like a command prompt. There is a command prompt, right? Black screen will be open in the computer. It will be a command line interface which allows one command at a time to create a directory, to change directory, all those. Similarly, this is a Python command line window which by default will be performed calculated, just like it will act as a calculator. Because every time we can able to perform only one instruction at a time. More than one instruction we cannot do here. But this particular window is not sufficient to write a big programs. Therefore, we have another window called as scripting window. Python scripting window where we can write multiple lines of the instructions to do a particular task. Now, now I can save this program. I can save this particular program. I can give it to you. In your laptop also you can run it. This is possibility we have. Now I'm saving that. Where I'm saving, there is a C drive. There will be users. There will be public. In Windows 11, there will be most of the time one drive will be given to you. CD, BE, like that, in Windows 10 or something earlier we used to have. Now, because of, SSD concept, isn't it? So we have only one drive will be given. So this is the place where users and public, we can create any program. Permission will be accessed. Permissions will be given. If it directly in the C drive trying to do something, permission denied will be comes to you, right? Yes. Now, yes, I'm creating what? August 7th .py. It's a Python file extension I'm creating now. Okay. This is the name of the file. In a desired path, the file has been created. Now, what is the program I'm writing? In Python, command lines will be written with the help of a hash symbol. In C programming, C++, Java, hash will be there, So this is, program to perform an arithmetic operation as a calc. I'm writing to create a calculator now, just like I've shown you, right? So in Python, there is a built-in functions concept. Even Java also has, C++ has, as well as, even C also has. Hash include stdio.h, hash include math.h. Similarly, in Python, there will be a keyword called as a from. There will be there is a package is called as a tkint. To create a graphical user interface, calculator program, ఇందాక చూసారు కదా, క్యాలిక్యులేటర్ అనేది ఒక ప్రోగ్రామ్, ఒక సాఫ్ట్వేర్. అలాంటి విండోస్ క్రియేట్ చేయాలి అంటే మనం టీకింటర్ అనే మాడ్యూల్ ప్యాకేజ్ ని యూజ్ చేసుకోవాలి. ఇంపోర్ట్ స్టార్. క్లియర్? ఎస్ ఆర్ నో? ఫ్రమ్ టీకింటర్ import message box. There will be another method we have. Now I'm creating what I'm creating here. I want a calculator like this, isn't it? Where you will be enter one number, enter a number. Enter a number is a label. This is the text box where it will be allow you to be enter the value. Enter the second number will be another label, and it will allows you to be enter the second number. The moment whenever I click on plus, it is a button. I want a result to be displayed. This is how I wanted to create a calculator. Ikkada inkoka button kuda create cheyochu manam. Minus. Here we can say create a multiplication button. Like, just like a calculator, we can able to create. These three are the buttons. These two are the text boxes. These two are the labels. Here, this is the 0th row. This is the first row. This is the second row. This is the third row. This is the 0th column. This is the first column. This is the second column. Likewise, the window is going to be split into a grid. It's a grid. Am I right? Now I wanted to write a program. I want to create a window. Window is an object is equal to, there is a built-in function is called as a tk. K is capital, K small, sorry, T is capital, small k. If you keep big upper letter K, it will be throws an error to you. It's a built-in function. The moment whenever you create this, a window will be created. A window will be created. What is the size of a, if you want a window, you want a 15 inches of window? See, generally calculator in what situation you are going to open, you are working on something, you don't know how to compute something. So if you open the calculator, accurately I will be computed and stored into the value. So calculator size should be as minimal. So here, window dot geometry. Geometry is a built-in function. It is a built-in function comes from the tkinter, where you will be display the size, what size you want. You want 350 as your width of the calculator and 250 as the height of the calculator. This size the calculator will be getting displayed. And the window dot title. What is the title of the window? Calc. And window dot config, where I am going to specify color. Now, the last line is that window dot main loop. Now I am running this program. There is a window has been created with the appropriate size. Clear? Now I want to make this as a calculator. What are all the things you wanted to make it as a calculator? Here, a number. Here, there is a text box. Here, P.
Sir, can you show again program?
I'll show just a moment. I'll give it to you, don't worry. This is a second text box. There is a button I want. So if you write a code such a way that we need to create a label, we need to create a text box, we need to create a second label, second text box, button. Whenever I click on this button, I want to perform an arithmetic addition operation. I want to perform sum of two numbers. A logic ఎలా రాయాలో నేను చూపిస్తాను. Let me. This is the program. Now, according to create a calculator, I want to create labels. Labels. How many labels we want? 2 labels we want. So now label will be referred with a one particular name. Every label, text boxes, buttons will be having a one object. Object is nothing but, let's suppose, what do you mean by L1? L1 is an object which is referred to the label. Clear? What does it mean? In memory, in human memory, my name is Venkat, my mobile number is something I'll see. How do you store in your memory? Randomly will store. Will you store like a Venkat is equal to like that? But computer should know a reference. After 10 years also it can come with the same output it will be give you. After 10 years I'll come and meet you so that I'm Venkat, I met you in KPHP. You say that I don't remember. Like that you will say. Because human don't follow the rules. It's a brain has given randomly approach it follows. Clear? But no, L1 will, it is your wish. I am creating as L1. You can create as a label 1 also. There is a built-in function called as a label. Where you want to create a label, within the window we want to create a label. It is an attribute. What is the label name you want? Text is equal to enter a number. This is I want it to be display as a label. Okay. And where you want to align the label, alignment is nothing but what? 0th row, 0th column I said, right? There L1 dot and label is referred with L1 now. Therefore, I'm taking L1 as a reference object to make changes on top of the label. Grid, there is a function is called as a grid. Grid is nothing but rows and columns. Row is equal to 0, column is equal to 0. Means what? It will create a label where the 0th row and 0th column will be there. Now let's execute once. You see what happens? Entered a number, label is created. Now adjacent to that, there is a text box need to be created. Yes or no? Yes. Now here, I want a text box. Text box is also known as an entry box. E1 is equal to entry within the window we want. Where you want E1 dot grid, it has to be there in the same line. 0th row, comma, column is equal to 1. Means adjacent to that, it will be up here. Let's you execute now. There is a text box is up here. Here I can able to write anything. Clear? It will take all your input from the user. It allows the data to be entered. Okay. Now similarly, I want to enter a second number, second text box, button. All these I need to create. Everything, if you write an instruction, accordingly the window will be get changed. Right? నీకు అలా కావాలి కాబట్టి ఇలా కోడ్ రాయాలి. ఇలా కావాలి లేదా కోడ్ రాస్తున్నాం కానీ there is no built-in code. Am I clear? Yes. Now, again one more label is created. Now you create a label here. L2 is equal to label window dot text is equal to entered P number. Then L2 dot grid. ఎక్కడ కావాలి L2 now within the window, sorry, grid row is equal to 1, comma, column is equal to 0. Same column, right? Similarly, you create a second entry box. E2 is equal to entry of window, comma, yes, and E2 dot grid, where you are going to write row is equal to 1, column is equal to 1. Now you execute. So I think label I haven't created. What is the label? Label. What? Row 1, column 0. Label window text is equal to this. L2 dot grid. Row 1, column. Why it is not coming?
The column is spelling mistake.
Where?
Column is spelling mistake.
Column.
Spelling mistake.
Yes. Correct. Yes. Yes. Correct. Okay. Now 2 numbers it will be taking something called as a 100. 200 I'll be give you. And I have to click onto the plus button so that addition of 2 numbers will be given as a result. Now that code I supposed to write. Okay. Now here I am creating a button now. B1 is equal to button, where within the window we need to create, where the text will be there on the button is plus, comma. There is a attribute to the button will be command. Command is an attribute which will be taken action from you. Whenever you click onto the button, what is to be happen will be written in the form of a functions concept. Now I'm going to call, the function is called as a sum. And the button has to be aligned. B1 dot grid of row is equal to 2, column is equal to 2. Clear? Now sum need to be written. Whenever you click onto the button, sum function does a specific task because it is a self-contained block of a code, which is a function. Where you supposed to write a function? Here I'm going to write a function. Def. In Python, there is a function can be written with a keyword called as a def, which is a definition of the function. Function name is called as a sum. Colon. Here I'm writing what is to be happen. Whatever the value we have entered in entry box 1 has to be get. Means number 1 or else result. Result is equal to even dot get. Will be even dot get means what? Whatever the entry box you have entered a value called as 100 will be extract a value which is based on the E1 is an object to pointing to the entry box 1. Get will get the data and stored into a result, and it will be typecasted int of. Int is a typecasting integer plus int of E2 dot get. That values will be taken from the E1 and E2, converting into a typecasted as an integer. The result is going to be stored into result. Then that is going to be printed as message box dot show info is the built-in function derived from the tkinter, where sum comma result. Now you run the program. Okay, now this is the calculator. Now I'm entering 100, 200. The moment whenever I click on plus, the result will be shown to you. Now, if I ask you to perform all operations, plus, minus, multiplication, division, modulus, factorial, all the can be written within one particular calculator. Hardly within 20 minutes, you can write entire the calculator program. But you should know how the things will be done. Why I'm writing the coding, what line will do what. I'm not writing irrelevant code or irrelevant instructions. Everything I'm writing for the cause. I'm writing for the purpose. Am I right? Right. Now, obviously, here now if I ask, create within the calculator one more button called as a subtraction, and you write a one more function. See, whenever you write a button, obviously, here I'm creating another button. What is that? P2 is equal to button within the window text is equal to subtraction. Command is equal to sub, and P2 dot grid row is equal to 2, column is equal to 3. Now, whenever you perform the sub, what is to happen? Just the same code, just the symbol is getting changed. You see now? Sorry. Yes. Right now, I'll be giving the value 500, 200, click on minus. Clear? This is how the calculator is made. See, do you feel the code is so difficult? What's wrong? What's difficulty to write the code? Everybody can able to learn the code. If you understand that what exactly we are writing, why we are writing, what is the purpose you are writing for. If you have the cause, definitely will write as many number of lines of code for a specific purpose. Programming languages are very easy. You have to remember syntaxes. Import, enter, something called as a label, some syntax I'm giving. Those things you're supposed to remember. There is no shortcut way to remember them. Which is capital, button B is capital, L is capital, entry box E is capital. Instead of that, if you give small e, it will be throws an error because it is syntax. See, Python programming is case sensitive programming. Case sensitive means what? Spellings like lower case letters will be different from uppercase letters. So you have to make sure, you have to remember them. Right? So this is how I expect that you people will write the rest of the 3 functions in addition to this particular program. I'll give you this program. You need to create some more buttons like, to perform multiplication, to perform division, to perform the modulus. Create 3 buttons and write the functions for 3. And then complete arithmetic operations, 5 operations you need to perform. And you should have a clarity about what is doing what line is doing what. Right? So that because most of the next subsequent classes, concept will be like operators concept. You want to learn what is the relation operator is called as a less than symbol, double equal symbol. I will not say that just like a double equal operator is to be compared to entities. I'll design an application and they'll show you how application level that work. See, if I ask you true into true, true you will say, right? But where you will use true into true? If I say complement operator, there is a invert operation, not operator. If I say not operator will make true as a false and false as a true, ani nu cheptam. Nenem adugutanu, I don't want to explain that, that operator will be doing the complement. Tell me one example. If I ask, I'll say inverter. At home we have an inverter, right? UPS inverter. When the electrical power is true, the inverter status will become false. When the inverter becomes true, electricity becomes false. This kind of example will be implemented through the programming language. So you have to learn such a level. Don't learn the programming for arithmetic plus minus. All this just initial classes I'm writing. Same arithmetic operators I'll write a code to give the promotion code for 10% of discount for your purchase. I'll ask. Then you have to write a loss. Whenever you click on apply promotion code, right? The total price become discount with the 10% of money and the total money to be paid will be given. That logic I'll ask you. I am not going to write a program to perform addition of two numbers. Right? So at college level, people used to be explain such things, right? No, we shouldn't write like that. Now, everything you have to learn the things at an application level. Really, those logics are going to be applied in a real-time scenario. Nothing is there in the real time, nothing is there here. Everything is same. Whatever I'm saying, the same thing will be applicable in real-time scenario. I'm not giving irrelevant or useless examples to you. Exactly the same thing, whatever at a real time. Sudha is working for real time. Many people are working over here for the real time. You can ask me, so that definitely I can able to give the best justification to you at an application level. But don't hesitate to ask me any questions. Yeah.
In result in the form of blocks, can we show it off?
Yes, we can create a same text box here. Text box and manam calculator lagna chesam kada. Yes, we can do that. Complete calculator we can design. Here only you are asking. Ikkada ravali. Like you create all these in a bottom. Same whatever the calci we have will be enter the values from the bottom. The result will be appear at the top right. Like that, we'll create a one text box with a span of 3 things. I'll give you a little more. I think initial class, right? If people will get confused if I give at a time everything, don't worry about it. Right. What is time now? Okay, 11. Okay. So I think I'll ask you one thing to you. Please, you do a small favor to me. Today you go home. Open a Google, search for the IDLE Python download. IDLE Python download. The first link it is going to be redirected to you. Download Python. Open a Google, search IDLE Python. Just now I have written program, right? That is called as the IDLE tool. We have to install in our machine, right? Already I have installed, therefore I'm able to open it. So you click on to the first link. There you will be find a lot of versions of the Pythons, a lot of versions you can find, right? So if the people who are using Windows operating system, click on to Windows, who are using Linux, you can click on to this, who are using Mac, we can click on it. We are all using Windows, therefore current Python edition, like within the version will be 3.11.4, you click on it, so that automatically software will be get downloaded from the Google and it will be there in the download. It will be take just hardly 50 seconds or 40 seconds. It will be downloaded. Okay. So you just go to download. You will be get this kind of an icon.exe file. Just double click on it. It will ask you to click next. You just keep on. So here I have already installed it. Therefore, it is saying me that would you be interested to upgrade it? No. For you, install option will become just click next, 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 next. It will be get installed. Whether it has been installed or not, you just search in the search box that ideally. If it is installed, here you see, I have installed 3.10 version, I have installed 3.11, I have installed 3.9. For you, this kind of an icon will be visible to you. Just you click on open. The window will be gets open. To install today, there is another tool. Tomorrow I'll be asked you to install within the class that there is a tool called as a PyCharm. This tool is called as a PyCharm tool. It's an integrated development environment. Tomorrow in the class itself, I'll be give you time to you to install that, so that these two tools are very important. They will be very frequently used in industry as well as in day-to-day life. There is another tool called as a Collab. It's a cloud computing tool that also tomorrow I'll be explaining in the class. All right. So please don't bunk the classes. Regularly, I request you to attend the classes. Carry the laptops. Whatever the task I'll give, here only just do that and do the assignments, complete it, and then leave to the class. Clear? So online users and offline users, do you have any questions? You can ask me so that I'll be wind up the class today.
Hi, sir.
Hi, Shubhashri.
Sir, everyday regular classes will be at 9:30.
9:15. 9:15 to 11.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Thank you.
Yes. Yes, Aparna, Baba Fakhruddin, Navin, Sai Chandra, Samir.
Sir, you told that another two softwares are there, right? So
Hmm.
will they be installed in our organization laptop also?
Yes, yes, they would be there same in organization laptops also. Earlier, the organizations used to be installed and they used to be hand out the laptops. Nowadays, company people will say you have to be do all the installations. They'll give the permissions to install this software. Yeah,
Okay, sir, thank you.
yeah. See, I request you to be post your email ID. I'll be post one Google form to you, or else I have posted one Srini software training / career. There is one URL I have posted. I think you have filled, right? So please you share your email ID so that all these video recordings I'll show through your Google Drive. I will not give you the privilege to download it. You can listen the classes. Please, I request you to be post your email ID through the form so that this video recordings yesterday's and today's I'll be in the drive. You just try to listen if you want. Clear? Yes. Yes. Thank you so much to everyone. Bye bye. Take care.
Thank you, sir.
Yes.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.